Hey, what's up everyone? Today I'm doing OPO7 Foxy a little bit later than I intended because I've been cooking this deck for a while now, but this deck is so much fun. It can genuinely put up a fight against most decks, even black with like pickles and stuff like that, although black is still probably going to beat you, but against almost every other deck, like it has a genuine fighting chance. Let's go right into the leader. Foxy. When attacking, Don -3. If you have 3 or more Foxy Pirate characters in play, choose up to one each of your opponent's rested leader and characters, and they do not become active during the next phase. So you effectively freeze 2 things on your opponent's turn every single turn, as long as you have 3 Foxy Pirates on the field. That is the biggest downfall of this deck. If somebody's really paying attention and they can read your card, you know, as a few card game players are keen on, then they'll know that you have to have at least 3 Foxy Pirates to activate the effect, so they will just spend their entire game trying to hit you with a bunch of removal so that you don't have 3 Foxy Pirates on the board. But it's pretty easy to always ensure that you do with stuff like Porsche, who board floods for you. So anyways, we're going to 4 Khalifa. She is just a 2k counter. She's my favorite 2k counter because she can be played out of hand with Porsche, and she sets up a draw engine, which is really nice. Any 2k counter is fine, it does not matter. We've got 4 Dawn Return Kids. He's also a blocker. When a Dawn card is returned from your field to the Dawn deck, you ramp 1 active instead of losing 1. We've got 4 Itamemitsu, absolute must-have in the deck. He's the card that you want to see in your beginning hand every single time. By the time your opponent removes him, he's already done the damage by being able to ramp instantaneously. So, if he sticks around on the board, just GG. Like, literally, you just win. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We've got 4 Capotes. On play, Don -1. If your leader is Foxy Pirates, up to one of your opponent's 6 cost or lower characters cannot attack until the end of your opponent's turn. 6 or lower is very generous for a 3-drop in my opinion. So with this card, you're freezing 3 things on the board per turn, which is absurd. We've got 2 Sobamas Sanjis because you're always at less Dawn than your opponent, but this could once again be any 2k counter. It doesn't matter. I just think this one is pretty cohesive with the build. We've got 4 Ginas. She's a Foxy Pirate 2k. If your leader has a Foxy Pirates type and the number of Dawn cards on your field is equal or less than the number on your opponent's field, add up to 1 card from your Dawn deck and set it active. Very good card when paired with like Porsche and Itamemitsu. You can play on your 3 Dawn turn, you can play Porsche. Just kidding, this would need 4 Dawn. On your 4 Dawn turn, you can play Porsche, -1, play Itamemitsu from the hand, and then play Gina to ramp you back to 5, and then on the next turn you can play Foxy, which is insane. We've got 4 Choppers. He's just a blocker. On play, if your board has less Dawn, then you can ramp a Dawn rested. Zeus, don't get on the bed, please. We've got 4 Pickles. If you have less Dawn than your opponent, less Dawn or equal than your opponent, your Foxy Pirate characters other than Pickles cannot be KO'd by your opponent's effects. We've got 4 Foxies. On your opponent's turn, if your leader has the Foxy Pirates type, all your opponent's characters have -1000 power. If you can stack multiple of this card on the board, you win, and it's even more insult to injury if you can get a 7-drop kit on the board as well. Also, activate main, ramp a Dawn rested. Ridiculous card. One of my favorite cards in the entire game. I just wish it wasn't locked to only Foxy Pirates, the -1000 effect, because this would be a really cool effect for purple to have, and especially red purple specifically, but that is too bad. We've got 4 Porsche, Dawn -1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, look at 1 Foxy Pirates, add it to your hand, then play any 4000 power or lower purple character from your hand. Any purple character. Does not have to be Foxy Pirates. Not sure why they wanted to go with that, but I'm very on board with it. We've got 4 Queens. Generic blocker, one of the best purple cards in the game. On play, Dawn -1, draw 2, trash 1. And then we've got 4 7-drop kids. On play / when attacking, up to one of your leader gains +1000 power until the start of your next turn. Now, applying to your opponent's characters, this is basically +2000 power if you have a Foxy on board as well. So, these 2 cards make your leader a 7k effectively, and if you've got 3 of them, then it's an 8k, and it just becomes really irritating for your opponent to deal with an 8k leader with 1 swing every turn. So, yeah, we've got 2 slow beams, Dawn -1, give up to one of your character or leaders plus 2,000 power, and then rest any of your opponent's characters. Absolutely insane against yellow. You can get rid of their Yamatos and Katakuris if the yellow player is like starving you and not resting them on purpose until they build a big board. You can just kind of rest them on their turn and then freeze them on your turn, which is super good. And then we've got 2 Foxy restand events. If you have equal or lower Dawn than your opponent, activate one of your Foxy. Now this could be the leader or the character, which is super insane. If you do it with the leader, you can actually double leader effect and stun 3 things in one turn, which I actually did in one of these games, which is super interesting. Or you can just Dawn up on your Foxy and double swing for game. Basically an I'm invincible for the Foxy Pirates. So very good deck, very fun deck. 1 or 2 cards away from being genuinely meta. This deck is very good and one of the most fun decks in the game in my opinion. So hope you guys enjoy it, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, Reiju here. I'm gonna go first because I like to go first with this deck. We see Itomamitsu and Porsche, so I'm gonna keep it for sure. Pickles is fine in this matchup. He doesn't do a ton besides keeping our Chopper from getting KO'd by Niji. But that's still better than nothing, I suppose. So he trashes Big Reiju to get Sora. So he doesn't have any of the babies in rotation, likely. Oh, well, now he probably does, because he just did that. But he's also going to have to minus. So he's only at 3 next turn. I'm going to swing 5 at life. I'm going to play Porsche minus to get probably another Porsche, to be honest. I don't think Slow Beam is super good here. And then I'll play a Itomamitsu and use his effect to ramp and pass back to him. Pretty good start for me, I would say. He's got the big blue guy in rotation. He probably has the smaller one to bounce something. If he gets the Ichiji combo here, that's pretty bad for me, but I highly doubt that'll happen. I don't think the Porsche version of Reiju is fine. I think running the Porsches is good, but when you start clogging up the deck with like choppers and stuff, I don't know. I just feel like it's not as good. He actually bounced my Porsche back to my hand, which is definitely a choice. I'm actually going to pitch Kid here because if I have less Dawn than him, then his effects kind of turn off, but that's probably not going to apply a ton in this game. We're going to play Porsche again. She's going to get a Foxy, I think. Although a 2k counter would be really nice. But having double Foxy is also really nice. I already have a 2k counter, so we'll just go ahead and get Foxy. And then we'll play Porsche out of hand. I don't really want to play Porsche out of hand though. But it's a free draw too next turn. I'll play Pickles in case he wants to KO something somehow. Not that he can, so it was a waste, but it's fine. So I'll get Pickles on the board. Not going to waste the leader effect here. Just going to swing 7. He actually takes it, which is nice. Swings 5 at life. We'll counter with a Queen. Swings 6 at life. We will 2k out of that one. Which is kind of scary because now I have 0 counter in my hand, but he doesn't know that. Hopefully it'll be fine. Swing 6 at life again, I'll take it. Capote's pretty good here as well, not that I'll get the chance to play it or anything. I've got 1 extra Dawn to work with. Just kidding, I don't have any extra Dawns to work with. 100% do this, without a doubt. And we'll double ramp before I forget. And we'll go 5 at Porsche. We'll do another 5 at Porsche, and we'll minus 3 to stun leader and Niji. And we will pass on over to him. So next turn is definitely another Foxy, if he allows me a little bit of breathing room to play it. I think his best play is going to be doing Judge here, if possible, but decks that run the Porsche, a lot of the times they cut Judge for it, so we'll see what his deck list is looking like. Ichiji is going to be a pretty big help here. He's going to minus the Porsche probably, or he's just setting up stuff for the trash. Oh, I see what he was doing. He was getting cards out of his hand, so he could activate Raiju effect into Niji effect, and now, or Ichiji rather, now he's going to -2 and swing into it, and she will definitely die. Swing 6, I'll take it. Okay, so Kid is really good here. I'm not sure what's better, Kid or Foxy. I'm feeling like Foxy is probably better here because of the Dawn recursion. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna play another Foxy. And we'll do 5 at Porsche. And we'll do 7 at Porsche. Or do I want to keep the Foxy standing? Can I afford to? I feel like I gotta clean the board up at least a little bit, right? He chopper blocks this one, like I can almost guarantee it. But with 2 Foxies, it's going to be kind of hard for him to crack back into a Foxy unless he has an Ichiji. So I think I'll just go ahead and swing at the Porsche. It'll probably be fine. There's a chopper blocker. We're going to use both Foxy's effects. Now we're going to swing 5 at Porsche, -3, freeze leader, and Ichiji. And then we're going to use Itomamitsu to ramp and pass. Next turn is definitely 7-drop Kid if he allows us to play it. And that'll be pretty good for us. It's going to have a hard time swinging into me with anything, really. Pickles is probably on the chopping block here, if I had to guess. He goes 9 into 7 at Foxy. That's definitely gonna get countered out of. Goes 4 into 4 at Pickles. I think that's fine. We still have 3 Foxy Pirates on the field. I think that's fine. Alright, so we probably got Judge coming next turn, considering he almost went out of his way not to use any Dawn. Or not to minus any Dawn, rather. So I don't know if we just leave these on the board or what. First off, we play Kid. Let's see. He has a million cards in his hand, so I'm just gonna try to clean up the Porsche still. I feel like he's not playing Judge, but also it's such a good card, you'd be kind of silly not to, right? Can we afford to play Capote here? I think we can. So because of that, I'm gonna go 7 at life. He grabs another card out of hand, or into hand. Interesting. Or we could play Porsche into Capote. That's way better, actually. Yeah. But then I -2 Dawn. I don't think it matters. Porsche will get the restand event, I think. And then could play Capote, could not play Capote. I don't think it matters that much. Choose not to. And then I will ramp, swing 6, -3, freeze. And then I'll ramp with whichever one I didn't. Awesome. So this deck really does super well against decks that don't have a high amount of removal. And even decks with a high amount of removal, Pickles is kind of a nuisance for them to deal with, so it's genuinely a good deck. It's not tier 1 by any means, but like it's a solid tier 2 deck. It's a genuinely good deck, and it rewards really smart gameplay, in my opinion, as well. So 12 at the Foxy, he finally gets rid of one. That's fine. I draw into another kid, which is pretty gross, to be honest. Just gonna go ahead and play it. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna keep swinging at board. He'll run out of counter eventually. I think we just want to take it slow. I don't think we care too much about taking it slow. 5 at life. We'll go 7 at life, -3, freeze. He goes 8, we'll ramp. 7/7, I think. 7/7's pretty good. Yeah, 7 at life. Restand 7 at life. And we will pass there. I don't think there's a single play in the game he could make to not lose at this point. But we'll see. I've said that before and have lost instantly. So you never know. Oh, there's the judge. So I guess he was digging for judge the whole game, just couldn't find it. Probably because he plays too many Foxy Pirate cards. That's my take on that. I don't think you can jam two completely different archetypes into one deck and have it flow cohesively. Pretty sure regular Reiju just straight up beats this deck. But that's just like my opinion or whatever, so. 8 into 5 at Foxy. I will take it. Draw into a kid. We're gonna go 9 at life. No effect. And then we're gonna go a lot more at life. And that's gonna be game. GG's to Reiju. Alright, first game we've got Dofi, which is a decent matchup. I'm gonna steal first from them. This is okay. This is fine. We'll keep it, not be too greedy. Just gonna pass on over to him. He's gonna Perona, set his stuff up. And he's either, if he sees a Jinbei, he's either gonna put it on top to draw into it and then play Jinbei into another 4-drop. Or if he doesn't have Jinbei, then he's going to leader effect into playing a card, I'm guessing. So here we swing 5 first. He probably counters out. Now against blue Dofi, important that we stay at 4 lives if possible, so that they can't draw 4 cards with Kaido. But that is not possible a lot of the time with how many bodies they put on the board. I think I want to get Itumamitsu here and also play him. I'm going to go ahead and ramp, and I'll pass over to him. Other things we have to worry about is Gravity Blade. Gravity Blade hurts pretty bad, but he's on the odd, or the even curve rather, so he won't see it as fast. Kind of want to pitch a Pickles here. Yep, I'm gonna pitch Pickles just because I want to stay at a reasonable amount of life. Plays Weevil to draw a card, which is annoying. So I don't really have a great card to play here. I think I am probably gonna end up freezing his leader. No, I don't think I can afford to be honest. Maybe I can. It's pretty good. I'm going to because I have to -3. Oh, I know what I could do. Okay, so I'm gonna ramp it on, play a chopper, swing 5, and then -3, and freeze his leader. Now I'm gonna play chopper and ramp it on. Now I can also play Gina and ramp it on, I believe. And then I'll swing 6 with Porsche. Now the only bad thing is, actually there's not really a bad thing here. I'm at a low amount of cards in hand, but hopefully I'll just draw into Queen or something that can draw cards. I would never usually do this sort of thing, but I really wanted to play Foxy the next turn because I feel like that is super, super strong here. Whatever he attacks me with, I'm just going to chopper block for sure so I can make space for Foxy on the board. So he drew a blocker, and then he drew a 2k counter. He's playing the blocker to rearrange the top life again. Probably looking for Red Rock, maybe. Swing 6, we block for sure. 1 Dawn left. I don't know that he necessarily has anything. Okay, so we do draw into a Queen, which is really good as well. So we definitely play Foxy here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and double ramp, just so I don't forget. Ramp 2, we're gonna swing 5 at life, -3 to stun Dofi and Weevil. And we'll swing another 5 at life. He counters out, and I'm gonna pass. If he does swing into me, which I doubt, it's probably more of a Boa, Gravity Blade, or Red Rock situation. If he does swing into me, then I'll block it. So yeah, Jinbei Weevil into draw, and now 4 Dawn onto the Sengoku to swing, and we will chopper block that. Yep. Still want to actively prevent the Dofi as much as possible. Alright, so we draw a Kid, which is really, really nice. I don't imagine he ever attacks with the Sengoku again, so I'm not even going to pay attention to it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to swing 5... Yeah, just swing 5 life. I'm gonna play Kid effect to give my leader +1, and we'll go 7 at life. Dawn -3 to freeze the Dofi and the Weevil. And we're gonna double ramp back up, swing another 7 at life, and we're gonna pass. That's game. I'm just gonna call it now. I don't think there's anything he can do. He literally can't hit me down and play Kaido, which is like really, really bad for him. 7 into 6, I'll take it for sure. I don't care if he plays Kaido next turn. By then he should have basically already lost. 7 into 6 again, I'll take that one as well. I see a 2k, he's probably going to attach 5 into Sengoku and just swing 5 at life maybe. Plays Gecko, Gecko gets a 2k or Jinbei, I'm guessing. Mihawk, yep, 2k. Alright, so I think we go for game here. Depending on how he reacts to my swings, I would say. So we know he has a 2k, for certain. So we're just going to start by swinging 7. He takes it. We'll go 9 and minus one of these. He takes it. We'll go 7 or 9 rather. I can't count. He does counter out of that, interestingly enough. I'm gonna swing 5. minus 1, 2. Ah, damn it. I don't want to get rid of the one underneath Foxy, but I have to, right? Because if I do an active one, then I just can't use it. So that's fine. We'll stun 2. If he doesn't have a blocker, he loses. Or if he doesn't have the counter, he loses. Okay, so counter 7, that's fine. We're gonna gain a Dawn. We're actually, because he did that, we're gonna restand leader and then do it again. And then choose this Weevil as well. Yeah, I think that was way better than just restanding and going for game. Or, yeah, restanding this one and going for game or whatever. So he's got 3 things frozen. I don't think he can mathematically win, no matter what he has. 7 into 6, that'll be a 2k. And I think that's immediately game the second I can counter out of one of his attacks. That'll be another 2k. And GG. So, pretty much just locked him down, not much he could do, didn't see the removal that he needed, like Gravity Blade or anything. Not that it would have mattered, because I had 2 7-drops on the board, you're pretty much toasted when that happens, but good game to him, on to the next one. Alright, we're going against Boa here, they decide to go first. I'm gonna mulligan for Porsche, hopefully. I see Porsche and a Foxy, this is looking good. Do I want to play the Chopper? I don't think so. I think it's also fine if I do. I'm just gonna play Chopper. We have the Itamamitsu to ramp us back 1 next turn anyways. Swing 5, counter Itamamitsu. Tap 3 for Dofi, gonna rearrange the top. And then I'm gonna play Porsche into Itamamitsu. And then I can also play Gina, right? Depending. Let's see. Porsche will bring me at 3. And then I play Gina. And then I activate Itamamitsu, right? Is that how it works? Let's try it. I just played a character before swinging, so I'm definitely gonna get punished by a trigger 100%. So we're gonna do this. Choose this guy. And now we're gonna play Gina. And now we're gonna ramp. And now we're gonna swing 6 and get punished by a Gravity Blade trigger. Okay, cool. So, I was actually, wow, I never even, it's almost like when you take time to think about how this game works, you start playing better. Weird concept, I know. I think I am absolutely golden here. I get Foxy down next turn and freeze their leader. Right here, I block, I think. I doubt we see a swing with Dofi. Weevil draws a card, cool. This is gonna be Foxy, swing 5, -3, stun lead. And we're gonna double ramp, swing 5. And we got another Foxy on the board next turn. This deck is so much fun, dude. This deck is so toxic and fun. I love it. Like, what do? They literally have to red rock my Foxy here, or they just lose, I'm pretty sure. Like, unironically. Do I keep this Porsche and be annoying? I think I do. Especially if they red rock something, then I'll only have... Well, I would still have 3 Foxy Pirates, I guess, so it doesn't really matter. Literally has to red rocks here, or they lose. Okay. Ended up having it, which is pretty unlucky for me. Are they going to swing 5 with Dofi? They're not. They might have that slave arrow, or whatever that event is. This is just another Foxy, 100%. We'll swing 6 at the Weevil first. Try to get him to waste a card. He does. Now we're going to play another Foxy. We're going to swing 5 at life, -3, stun, stun. Now we're gonna ramp. He just blocked +2 for that. I think I'm failing to understand something here. Bottom deck's my Gina, which is kind of toxic. Doesn't allow my Foxy to attack, which is fine, because I don't really care about that. I'm gonna play Porsche. Porsche is hopefully gonna find me another Foxy. She doesn't, but she does find Gina, which is a 2k. And now I'm gonna play Chopper out of hand. Or Khalifa. I think I'm gonna play Khalifa out of hand, set up the draw engine next turn. And now we go, first of all, we ramp and ramp, so we don't forget. And now I'm gonna go 7-9, 7-8, I guess. 7. Let's see if they have any events up. I doubt it. I mean, Love Beam would be pretty good here. They would draw one, right? I think Love is 4 or less. If it's 3 or less, that kind of sucks. Okay, so I hit there. Never. Oh no, I can swing none because I can just mine. Oh no, it has to be 8 because I have to 1, 2. Oh no, it can't be 9. Am I stupid? I think I'm dumb. I think I'm just dumb. And I don't know how the game works. Gravity Blade is the worst here. Anything else is probably fine. Yeah, this is a super good hand, or super good turn for me. They're not gonna really do anything, and now next turn I'm drawing 2 with Khalifa, and they pretty much just lose the game. Another Dofi might help them stall enough, but they kind of are forced to play Kaido in a situation like this. I'm gonna keep the Dawn up for Slow Beam as well. We're gonna go for cards. Because I could always run into a Grav Blade or Red Rock Trigger, which we don't really want to deal with right now. So we're just gonna go for the cards. Khalifa effect to draw. Get rid of a Itamamitsu. Get the block. We'll go 8 here. I let it go, finally. I'm gonna double ramp before I forget, and then I'm gonna swing 7 at life, stunning the leader. And we'll pass there. I think I just win. This deck just hard wins if you can like turbo out Foxy. Like, if you can get Foxy out immediately and they can't get rid of it, it's just over. Yeah, this is gonna be really toxic. We're gonna minus a Dawn, give him the power, and then just stun the blocker. I have a feeling a Kaido is about to be played. Nope, no Kaidos. 7 into 7, that's just gonna get 1k'd. And Gravity Blade gets rid of Khalifa and Itamamitsu, I'm guessing. Maybe Porsche if they're afraid of the swing. Has to be Khalifa as one of them, yep. Okay. Interesting. I see Capote. I mean, I'm just gonna completely grind them out. Gonna leave no chance of them surviving. That's funny. We'll go 7 at life. counters 9, we're going to play Capote. Capote is going to stun the Boa. And now we're going to go 9 at life, and minus 1, 2, 3, stun. Pass on over to him. I don't know if I ramped with my Ito Mamitsu that turn, or my Foxy, which is why we always do it, so we don't forget. But doesn't matter. Oh, nice Kaido with no draw. Yeah, into disconnect. Yep. Kaido, no draw cards into disconnect true combo. Well, GG's to them. That's probably going to be it for the Foxy video. I had a lot of fun playing this deck. This deck is one of my favorite decks, and I think with 1 or 2 more support cards, it's going to be a genuine menace to run into in the future. So, if you guys liked it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.